Right, today we're going to try and make this keto flatbread. It says that we can make flatbread or pizza, so I think we'll just not try and get too clever, we'll just make some bread, huh? So what does it say? It says I need on the back here, got instructions, a rolling pin, yeah? And I'm going to need 2 large eggs and some butter. Okay, eggs, butter, and what else? And some parchment paper, I got that in the drawer in a minute, and I've got to mix it in a bowl. Right, let's see if we can figure this out. It also says I need to preheat the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Hey Siri, what's 350 degrees Fahrenheit in Celsius?
The answer is 10 degrees Celsius.
10 degrees Celsius? You want to try that again? What's 350 degrees Fahrenheit in Celsius?
It's 176.7 degrees Celsius.
Okay, well let's get the oven preheated first. What does it say here? Preheating the oven. Put the mix in here. So, well, this doesn't tear very well, does it? Right, good enough. Okay, here we go. All right, so that's in there. Normally I throw this away, but I need it for the instructions, so let's hold on to it for a minute. All right, so then what we need to do is 1 cup of lukewarm water. So this is 1 cup apparently up to the top, so put some water. Okay, 1 cup of water. So combine that in there. All right. Okay, I think we're done with this. And then we also want to put 4 tablespoons of butter, or half a stick. I don't know what size is a stick. I have a lump. So let's take 4, this is a tablespoon, right? So let's take 4 of those. Excuse the fingers. It's mine anyway. I'm going to eat it, so it doesn't matter. 1, 2. We'll just do 1. Right. I think that's about 4. Get that in there. Right. Then, yummy. Now we also need 2 eggs. Now, I found out the hard way that I shouldn't break eggs straight into my mix, because one time I was doing something and I'd made everything and the egg was the last thing to put in. I put it in and the egg had gone off. And as soon as I opened it, I knew, and it was like, oh, disgusting and smelled. I had to throw everything away. So since that time, I always break eggs into a different bowl first, just in case. So, yeah, that looks okay. Yeah, that looks all right. Oh, you can see it. Oh, there it is. Okay, let's chuck that in. Okay, and 1 more. Yep, that one looks pretty good too. So we can, yeah, and just chuck that one in. Okay, so we've got our 2 eggs. I'll just throw that shell away. I don't think I need this anymore. Okay, dry the hands a bit. Okay, what else do we need? So we've got mix, cup of water, butter, 2 eggs. That's it. Then it says stir until the smooth dough forms. All right. Spoon. And let's try this. It's I've got a bit of work to do, I think. Let's have a go. Yeah, getting there, getting there. Oh, look at that, it's starting to become a big lump together now, but I don't know, I think it's still, even though I let my butter get soft first, it still seems to be taking a bit to mix the butter in there, so give it a bit more. See? Yeah, getting there, getting there. All right, look at that. I think that's what they mean. Looks like it's becoming a big ball now. Now what am I supposed to do? Roll the dough between 2 sheets of parchment paper until it's about 1/4 inch or 1/3 inch thick. Right, so let's get the parchment paper out. Right, it's back here. I buy these big rolls of parchment paper because I use it for cooking and everything, and in the oven and everything. I buy it from the local bakery shop, and you can get it in much bigger, more affordable rolls that way. Otherwise, if you buy at the supermarket, they're always little tiny rolls about the size of cling wrap, and you always run out really quickly, and I think it's really expensive that way, so that's why I do this. So, but for one down, I think, put this in here. I think they're teaching us to use the parchment paper so I don't stick it all over the table. All right, so that's there. Get another piece on top. Right, haven't done this before. Let's see how this goes. All right, so that's on there. Ooh, let's get it started with the hands first, I think. Rolling pin. Wow, this is big. Okay, oven's heated up, so that's good. It's bigger than my parchment paper. It started to escape. Let's have a sneak peek. Oh, look at that. That's not too bad. All right. So, and I think that's about the thickness they were saying. But then what do we have to do? We have to then, optional, let it rise for 1 hour. So how do you do it in 20 minutes if you're supposed to let it rise for 1 hour? But they said it's optional, so I don't care. Let's just stick it in the oven then. It says cut to 4-inch squares and place on a baking sheet. Okay, so I'll get my baking tray out of the oven and I'll use one of these pieces of parchment paper on top, and then we'll cut it into smaller bits of bread by the looks of it. Okay, let's have a look. Right. So I think we'll use this piece in here, and it says cut to about 4-inch size pieces. So I guess I'll use like a butter knife or something. right. What I might do is let's cut the ugly bits off the edge first and we'll make another one. So let's do that off there, that off there. That off there. All right, it's not exactly square, but it's squarer. All right, 1, 2, 3, about 4 inches, I reckon, is something like this. Well, let's make it a little bit smaller. I think let's cut this into, 3. So let's do one line here, and one line here, and I think let's just chuck it down the center. Nice. Right, so 1. 2, 3. Kind of cute little pieces of bread, aren't they? 4, 5, 6. And this one here, let's see if we can flatten this out and make some more. So I'm just going to use my fingers now because, like I said, I'm eating it, so it doesn't really matter how many fingerprints I get on it. Right, and I'll just fold this over the top. Rolling pin again. Right, so same trick. Ta-da! Did I make it a little bit too thin? Yeah, I probably did around the edges a bit too thin. So I'll just cut the thinny bit off, cut that bit off, cut this bit off, cut that bit off. Throw these back in my bowl again. Right, and I think that'll be just nice. Let's do 3 pieces again. This one's a little bit thinner, so maybe I squeezed it a bit too thin. So I guess we'll see later after it's cooked to see which ones were better or not. I think that one I can fit on the end. And let's see if I can get one more run here. It's actually not too bad. It's not sticky or anything. It's not too bad. But I think if you're doing it straight on the table, it might be a bit messy. I think this parchment paper idea was a good one, I think. All right. Okay. All right. Let's make another one here. Right, how are we going for space? I can fit this big one here. And maybe, just for a laugh, let's just take whatever's left. Let's make a little funny one. All right, and they can just fit on the side there. It'll be interesting to see how that works. So we've kind of got something that kind of looks like what they asked me to do. And some experiments too. Right, so remember that it was hot, I took it out of the oven, so don't grab it. Chuck it in there. And instructions say, leave it in there for 15 minutes. So I'll set my timer for 15 minutes, and then I'll pull it out and let's have a look. Okay, 15 minutes, clean this up, then we'll check it out. Okay. Oh, smells good. Oh, look at that. Oven off. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That's really nice. And it smells really, really good too. Makes me hungry. So, the only way to know whether it really tastes good is to eat it. So, let's make a sandwich. All right. There we go. I think I'll just lift it up with a bit of this. And one of this. There we go. Cottage cheese. Bit of spinach. Yum, 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 yum. Ham. Some tomato. There we go. They don't fit in. It's all right. Ta-da. Oh. Ooh, still warm, but looks awesome. All right. But eat this thing, doesn't fit. Always love tomato, it's one of my favourite. All right, so let's see how this thing tastes. That's really good. So I think, if you see this one, give it a go. Really nice, keto and pizza bread. So it's not like filling yourself full of carbs. So if you want to have a sandwich and stuff and do things in a healthier way, in a more keto-friendly way, this stuff actually works. I'm going to do this again. It's really nice. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. I'm going to eat this now. Bye.